What's up guys, this is Red Eye Stardust Dragon. Today I finally bring to you a Zark deck profile because I was personally waiting on getting a Cyframe Lord Omega from the Battle of Legends Light's Revenge before doing this. But I'm still missing 3 cards, but I guess it's okay now. I don't want to delay it anymore. So on to the deck profile where you play 3 of the boss mons. The Fusion Summoner, the Astrograph Sorcerer as he lets you fusion summon, and also when a monster is destroyed, that is your Pendulum Magicians, you can special summon him and then add a copy of it from your deck to your hand. Then when you're playing the best tuner of this deck, free Harmonizing Magician, as when it's Pendulum summoned from the hand, you can special summon a level 4 Magician monster from your deck and use it as synchro material for your Omega. Then you have free Purple Poison. In the skill, he has an ability that gives you 1.2k attack. And the best effect is when this card is destroyed, you can target one face-up monster, one face-up card on the field and destroy it. The best way you want to use this effect is to get, especially if you're going second, you will want to max out on this and attack into a monster and destroy their anti-spell or Imperial Order. And this is basically your only way of getting over it. We have free double iris. In the skill, he lets you get double battle damage, and his regular effect is when it's destroyed, you can add your Pendulum Graph cards, especially the time one, which is particularly better. Then you have 2 Black Fang. In the skill, you can target an opponent's monster and its attack becomes half, and when it's destroyed, you can special summon a dark Spellcaster monster from your graveyard back to your field. This is particularly useful after using them for your Time Star Magician when you're protecting your skill for your Time Star combo. Time Pendulum Graph. Then you have 1 White Wing. She's only really in here to help you summon Stark. Then you have 3 Wisdom Eye Magician, so you can turbo to your good skills, because half of this deck is filled with Magician monsters, so you can turbo to your good skills really quickly. Then you're playing 1 Oath Dragon Magician, so you can add back those skill monsters, particularly your Tune Magician, I think, or is it Retuning Magician? Harmonizing Magician. So because once they're in the extra deck, you can't Pendulum summon them back out, so you can add them back. Also, if it's a monster, you can summon it and then add a Magician monster back to your hand. Then you're playing 1 Dragon Pose is a spell way of getting rid of Masterpiece, and 1 Dragon Pit to help you get rid of the pesky back row before you go for your big Pendulum summon. Then you're playing 3 Skull Cravat Joker to search out basically everything in your deck, except for Astrograph. Then I am playing 2 Allies cards to help to give a target to Sky Iris, and well, there are also good skills, because most of the time you want to destroy your skills, the Dimensional Dragon ones, and fun fact, if you have Allies Persona Dragon, which is a better card than him, I would recommend you play it. But unfortunately I don't have one, so I use Light Phoenix instead. So unfortunately I still only have 1 Duelist Alliance, so I can only use 1, but I'm using these as a replacement for my free Duelist Alliance, so make sure you use free Duelist Alliance to search out everything. Then you really only play 2 Pendulum Call, because you can brick with this, and especially because you're turtling out your pendulums, sometimes you don't have a hand to use it. Also, it does have an effect that isn't good in this deck that prevents your pendulum skills from being destroyed. So basically, you can't activate your effects in the skill when they get destroyed. I should probably separate my spells from my monsters. Then I'm playing 2 Terraforming to go along with my 2 Sky Iris, because Sky Iris can protect all your skills from your opponent's effects, which is okay from time to time. Also, it can also trigger your Magician cards, where when they're destroyed, you get to activate their effects, like Purple Poison. You get to destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls, which is really good. And I'm playing 1 Star Pendulum Graph, because being a continuous spell, it's not really that good, because It's not like a barrage search, but it's decent from time to time, especially when you have something like Sky Iris open out with this card. Then I'm playing one Odd Eyes Fusion to go into my Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, because you do fill up the extra deck really quickly, so why not give a free negate? Then we are playing 2 Cosmic Cyclone to try and get rid of the pesky back row. And that's it for our trap cards. Then for the only 2 trap cards, did I just say? Wait there. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's it for our spell cards, and then now for our trap cards, we are only playing 2 Time Pendulum Graph. Because Time Pendulum Graph is really good, especially with Time Star Magician out. You can target one of your cards and one of your opponent's cards. Then you destroy both of them, but with Time Star you can protect them by sending another magician to the graveyard, which fills up your Zark. And its other effect allows you to send one card your opponent controls to the graveyard. On the field to the graveyard, but you're mainly aiming for your opponent, so it's a -2 for your opponent, but only a -1 for you. That's it for our traps. To the extra deck. For our fusion monsters, we are playing 1 Zark, because he's your boss monster of the deck, and you only really need to play 1, because you only have 1 White Wing, and White Wing isn't really worth playing at 2, but you can use her time to time as a tuner. But I'll keep it there. Then we are playing 1 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon for that free negate. Your Odd Eyes targets are the Light Phoenix and the Unicorn, but if you have a Persona Dragon, you can also use it as the target. For our synchros, I don't currently have one, but I'm using a second Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon for Bazil, the Dark Dragon King, I think it is. So it's basically a way to get over your opponent's masterpiece, because it cannot be destroyed by battle and card effects, so it can be a really annoying card for your opponent to deal with. Playing 1 Strap Dragon, because this card can trigger your opponent's magician effects. And it's basically a Time Star but on a monster. Then you're playing 1 Omega. If you have a second Omega, you can play it over the Strap Dragon, because you don't really have to play it. So I'm playing 1 Omega because Omega is annoying. 1 Ignister because non-targeted spinning is really good. 1 Scarlight so you could go for game, because you do pendulum summon a lot, so you can just destroy all effect monsters and then attack over for the win. Then for our rank 4s, we are playing 2 Time Star Magician to search out basically your chronograph and anything. Also, this helps you keep your Time Pendulum Graph on the field, so it's a really good card. For the rest of our rank 4s, Abyss Dweller, because some decks still use the graveyard, and it's always good to come prepared. 1 Castel because it's a Castel. Tornado Dragon to get over pesky back row, and also it's good for if you're going first, because I also like going for Tornado Dragon when I'm going first, so I can just destroy one of their spawn traps when it gets really annoying. Then you're playing the Utopia package, and then lastly we are playing 1 Trapeze Magician, because all your deck spellcasters mostly, so you can go into this really easy and go for a finish, and you can target one of your magician monsters, and Time Star Magician can actually protect it. Also, if you have Sark, you can try and get him out, and then you've basically won the game, because I Sark with 2 4K attack twice, and it destroys all cards when it comes on the field. There, GG. So there it is, guys, my Sark deck profile. Sorry it took a while, and it's a bit late considering we only have 1 week before going into links, but you might want to try this deck out like I have done. I'm a big pendulum player. I'm going to try and find ways to pendulum into links. It won't go well until we get like a good generic link monster, but it's worth trying for. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. This is Red Eye Stardust Dragon, out.